So today, I decided to bring in my little young whippersnapper, Karim, the person who I actually wrote this book for. So that way you can get a better feel of how this book is supposed to be done. So this is going to be quote number 4. Quote number 4 says what?
If you do not learn from wise counsel, life has a way to teach. I was reading.
Life has a way of what?
Life has a way to teach you.
Way of what?
Of teaching you. I was just reading that.
No, but you didn't read it properly. I want you to read it word for word. Life has a way of teaching you. So I'm going to reread what he said so you can understand what he said. If you do not learn from wise counsel, life has a way of teaching you. That's quote number 4. Point. We'll do point. Read what this says.
Why put yourself through something you do not have to go through? When you go through something, you will find yourself repeating it again if you do not learn from it. When you have gone through some things, and you have truly learned from them, then and only then you will move on according to Proverbs.
Look at you. 22
verses 1
through
3. GNT. If you have to choose between a good reputation and great wealth, choose a good reputation. The rich and poor have this in common: the Lord made them both. Sensible people will see trouble coming and avoid it, but an unthinking person will walk right into it and regret it later.
Okay, I hope you heard him, but I'm going to reread it so for those who couldn't hear him, hold the book. I will reread it. So, quote number 4, it says, if you do not learn from wise counsel, life has a way of teaching you. The point, why put yourself through something you do not have to go through? When you go through something, you will find yourself repeating it again if you do not learn from it. When you have gone through some things, gotta get the right page. When you have gone through some things and you have truly learned from them, then and only then you will move on. According to Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1 through 3, the Good News translation, that's GNT. If you have to choose between a good reputation or great wealth, choose a good reputation. The rich and poor have this in common: the Lord made them both. Sensible people will see trouble coming and avoid it, but an unthinking person will walk right into it and regret it later. So tell me in your own words, Karim, what do you think that is saying? That quote and the point. What do you think in your own words by listening to everything? First you read it, now you heard it. What do you think in your words is saying to you?
What it's saying that is like it's saying that like what they mean by you, but an unthinking person will like
sit up and talk loud because I can't hear you. I'm sitting right next to you and I can't hear you.
A person like will walk right into trouble and then they will regret it later. And wealth choose good. Wealth it choose a good reception.
Reputation.
Reputation.
Okay, I really want to understand in your words. You're actually repeating what you read. Tell me in your own words exactly what you heard and what you think was being said to you. We're waiting. If you don't know, just say I don't understand. I can explain it. So you don't have to just stall. Just tell me. What are you thinking? What you just heard, what you just read, and you heard it. What do you think it's saying? No. Speak up. I can't hear.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, I'm glad you said you don't know. Now I can explain it to you. It's so easy, baby. It's very easy. So I'm going to read a scripture, and it's going to explain all this. So listen. It's going to be 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33 and 34. What it says is, don't be fooled by those who say such things, for good company corrupts. For bad company, my bad. For bad company corrupts good character. Think carefully about what is right and stop sinning. For to your shame, I say that some of you don't know God at all. So, what it's saying here is bad company. If you hang around with bad people, you're going to end up just like them. Plain and simple. So if you have a friend who you calling a friend, which is really not a friend because a friend is not going to get you in trouble. But if you have a person that you're calling your friend and he or she is always doing things they should not be doing, that person's actually bad company for you. They're not somebody that you want to hang with, be around, or even talk to. Because when they talk, they're going to say bad things. They're going to talk about doing wrong. And it's going to get inside of your head and your mind, also in your spirit, to where you're going to want to go do those things. Eventually, you will do those things because you're constantly hanging around with bad company. So you got to be careful who you hang with. So when you got me, your pops, your teachers, and even the pastors and all that, and your grandparents telling you something about a person, because we have been through it. Take it from wise counsel, which what we're giving you is wisdom. We're counseling you and telling you right from wrong. We're teaching you what is right and what is wrong, but we also showing you by explaining to you why it's wrong or why something is right to do. Okay? Sit up. I need you to sit up because you are really slouching. I tried to put that behind you to think that it would help, but it's not. That's better. So this is what I need you to understand about quote number 4. If you do not learn from wise counsel, life has a way of teaching you. So that means if you don't learn from us, then you're going to go through it yourself. You yourself is going to go through these things. I can tell you over and over again that if you don't stop stealing, you're going to eventually get caught and then you're going to go to jail. Or if you don't go to jail, somebody could kill you. They can shoot you and say, well, he was stealing my stuff. Okay, you remember that video that I showed you about the little 10-year-old who was stealing that car radio? Mm-hmm. And what happened to him?
A man pulled out his gun and he got shot.
Where? Where he shoot him at?
Right when he was going over the fence.
He was trying to run, right? Mm-hmm. What happened to the boy after he got shot?
The police came and the ambulance.
And what happened to the little boy?
He was dead.
And how old was he?
10.
How old are you?
8.
When you turn 9?
September.
So that means you're really not that much younger than that little boy. Was that little boy black or white?
Black.
Who shot him? Was he a black person or a white person who shot him?
A black person.
So that means that race has nothing to do with this. A black man shot a black boy. Do that mean that was racist? No. Because it doesn't matter. Your age, your race has nothing to do with someone taken from you. Has absolutely nothing. What it has is that it's a violation. It's disrespectful to the highest of highs because people work so hard for their things. People work hard. I'm telling you, when I go to work, I love my job, but sometimes the people just make me think like, whoo, how much more can I take with these people? So that means that there's highs and lows to when I go to work. There's days when I'm so tired, I'm exhausted, I have gotten pretty much no sleep, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to be on a 4 o'clock in the morning flight, and then I gotta smile. Sometimes I just like to smile, so I smile anyway. But then there's times when I don't feel like smiling, but yet I still have to smile. So that means I'm doing more than what I really, truly want to do sometimes. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I work hard for my money to get the things that I want. So if someone just come in here and steal, that is the lowest of low that you can do to a person when they work so hard for their stuff. So when I'm giving you wise counsel to tell you in advance, before something happens, before you choose to go and make that bad decision and go take something from somebody that don't belong to you because you didn't work for it and you didn't buy it. So what that means is you are being very disrespectful to them. You're telling them to their face, F you. That's what you're basically saying to them. So that person feels some kind of way inside to where they want to do something back to you. And if the person is a thinkable person, they think first that, hey, if I do something to this little boy or whoever, you can be a grown man and you can steal from them. It's still the same mentality. If I do something to this person, now I'm going to get in trouble. So they might be a thinking person. Now they want to be sensible and think about trouble before they can avoid it. They'll call the police on you. So now you go to jail. But if they're a non-thinking person, they don't care. They regret it later, but they going to do whatever they want to do right there on the spot instantly. They can shoot you. They can stab you. They can beat you to death. They can do whatever they want. They can run you over with a car. They can do all these things. So now you see why wise counsel is so important. When me and your pops talk to you, we're talking to you because we know. We saw it. And sometimes we can say we've been through it, depending on what it is. that we experienced it, depending on what it is. So if I tell you, son, don't do this, I'm telling you for a reason. Think about why I'm saying not to do it and learn from that. Don't learn from having to go through something if you don't have to go through it. Now, there's some things you're going to have to go through. There's some things you're going to have to experience on your own. There are. I'm sorry, that's just how life is. I can't protect you from everything. We cannot protect you from everything, okay? But there's still a lesson to be learned when you go through it. If you do not learn from whatever it is that life is teaching you, you are destined to repeat it again. And then again, and then again, and then again, until you learn from it. Once you have learned from it, then you are going to move past it and you're going to continue on with life as long as God says so. And then you're going to be able to learn a new lesson somewhere else down the line of your life. Life is full of lessons, son. It's full of yeses and nos, highs and lows. Yeah, that's pretty much what life is about. Yes and no, highs and lows. Highs and lows, yes and no's. You know what I mean? That means like you get yeses on things that you probably want. You also get no's on things that you want, and it's like, no, you can't. Or you get highs, like things are going very well, things are just great. And then you get some lows where things are just not great. People ain't right around you, or people dying, and things just ain't right. So that's what life is. It's highs and lows and yes and no's. Okay? What are you thinking? Talk to me. What's on your mind? Share.
I was just thinking about what you said.
Speak up. Say what?
I was just thinking about what you said.
Okay, what about what I said? Talk to me and speak loud. I can't hear you. You're sitting right next to me and you're mumbling. So speak like I was speaking. Clear. Come on.
About when you say yes and no, highs and lows.
You still speaking low.
Okay, about when you say yes, about there are gonna be some yeses and no's, and in great times and bad times.
What about them? Elaborate. And talk to me like you talk to your friend outside. I want you to speak loud, because I be in this house right here and I can hear you outside. That's how loud you are. Be loud like that. Come on.
About when you saying that there are gonna be some times when everything's not going great, we are tired. That is gonna like happen sometimes. And sometimes when you're doing great, your job is going well, everything you're doing is going well, and there are gonna be some yeses and no's to anything that you want. But some people, it's like people always say yes to something that you need, and if you want something, like you gotta ask for it, and the answer is gonna be yes or no. Simple.
You say simple, but let me explain. Let me ask you this then. And I'm glad you said that. Good job. So, when you want something, and let's say the answer is no, how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel sad when the answer is no, but I'll take the answer no.
You'll take the answer no now, right? Because you didn't take the answer no before. Yeah, you didn't. But now, what makes now different from before? So before, when the answer was no, you didn't like it. You didn't like that the answer was no, and you took matters in your own hand. Now that the answer is no, and you had some consequences for taking the matter in your own hand, you was taught a lesson. So tell me, what makes things different?
When you do stuff and then learn from it, that example, like what you just said, if somebody says no to you, then take the answer no. But if somebody says yes to you, about getting something, then all right. But you can't just throw if you you can't just whine and cry and stomp and throw things because you don't get what you want. Like today, while you was asleep, I was looking at a video, and this kid was and this kid's iPad broke. So he asked his mom to fix the screen. He said she can't fix it, and then he threw his stuff. He was throwing pillows, and then his mom said, okay, I'll go to the iPad store and get you an iPad.
So since he threw a fit and a temper tantrum, his mama decided to go ahead and go to the iStore and get him another iPad?
Yes, he was acting up when he's little. He was like,
So he was acting up, and he's got what he wanted because he was acting up?
Yes, because he wanted to get it, and his mom said, okay, I'll go to the iPad store, G.
So what do you think I would have done in that situation if you would have threw a fit? What do you think I would have done?
If I was little?
No, let's say the role was different. Let's say that you was that little boy, and I was the mom, and you broke the iPad, and you wanted me to fix it the same way how the little boy wanted his mama to fix it, and she said no, and then let's say I said no.
No, his big brother broke it. He dropped it.
Okay, so whoever broke it, don't matter. The point is that it's broken. So the thing is that the little boy, he throws a fit, and his mom goes and get what he want because he threw a fit. So if it was different, if I was the mom and you was the little boy and your brother broke it or whoever, I don't care who it is, broke it and you threw a fit, what you think I would have done?
I don't know.
Do you think I would have went and got you another one?
No.
Do you think I would have gotten you another one? Speak up. Do you think I would have literally went and got you another one? An iPad. They cost a lot of money. That shouldn't have been broken in the first place. Come on now, talk.
No.
You say no. You're right. I would not have went and got another iPad. You want to know why? I think you already know the answer to this because we went through this before. So talk about, this is a real situation. This happened on television when I was asleep, but it also happened to you. You forgot when you broke the phone that I bought you.
Wait.
This recent. This is not that long ago.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember. Don't get no amnesia on me now. You remember. What did I do with that phone?
Break it with a hammer.
No, that's the first phone. I'm talking about the second phone. That first phone was so... You know what? Let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that one up. What were you doing for me to take that phone and break it with a hammer?
I was acting up in the store.
What store? One of my favorite stores too. It don't matter, but anyway.
Burlington.
Yeah. Why were you acting up in the store?
Because I really wanted a water bottle.
Yeah, you wanted that water bottle after I done bought you how many water bottles before? A lot, yeah. And each of those water bottles came up what? Missing. And I wouldn't buy you another one. And you acted crazy. I was so mad at you. So what did I do?
First, when we got home.
Speak up.
First, when we got home, you gave me a whooping.
I sure did. What else?
And then after you came out of the room was when you was done taking the shower. You broke my two phones, which is
I broke the one that your grandma gave you, and the one that I bought you, and the laptop that I bought you. Oh yeah, I took all that away from you. And what happened after that? The next time you got another phone, you was how old? Now.
8?
Yeah. And then you end up breaking that phone on your own. What that phone at now?
You have it?
Yeah, I got it. It still works, it just cracked. The screen is cracked. But you can't mess with it until I feel that you're old enough to take care of your things. The reason why I broke that phone the first time, I took a hammer and I beat the heck out of that phone, because I wanted you to know that I pay for everything. And because I pay for the things that I buy, you gotta show me appreciation, that you appreciate what I do. I bought you many, many, many water bottles. I mean, I don't know how many I bought you. And every time you came home from school, they were gone. And I didn't understand what was going on with it. And I tell you, hey, make sure you bring the water bottle back home with you. Then you come back home and you have no water bottle. Then I go buy another one. Same thing. Then I go buy another one. Same thing. And then I go buy another one. Same thing. So I said, you know what? I'm not buying you no more water bottles. Tell your teacher, if she wants you to have some water, to give you some water in a bottle that she provides, since you can't keep up with yours. Because I was spending too much money on the same thing. I was sick of it. So I was teaching you a lesson. Wise counsel here. When I say something, I mean it. So, when you, let me tell you something. We got to Burlington. He got the cutting up. I have never seen him act like this before. I thought maybe he learned this from somebody at school or something. Or the devil got into him. He got to throwing a fit. Everybody was watching, embarrassing me. And I was so furious. And I told, when you get home. I was thinking the whole ride to the house what I was going to do. I was thinking. I said, you'll never do it again. So we got to the house. You smiling, but yeah, I whooped your tail. I sure did. I know some people don't believe in corporate punishment, but I'm going to tell you right now, when you got a kid who only responds to when he or she get a butt whooping, then you have to do that. If they don't respond to your words, you constantly tell them over and over and over and over, and they still don't respond to that. They don't respond to punishment. Hey, I'm going to take this from you. They don't respond to that. Well, you got to find out what it is that they do respond to. And I learned that he responded to a butt whooping. I don't whoop him a lot. He barely gets that. But it was that time, and he got that. So, after that, I didn't stop there. I know he loved his electronics. I took that phone. I hammered it to death. I put a hammer to that mug. And after that hammer, I let it sit there. I let them phones sit there on their kitchen counter for 2 weeks. So every time he woke up, he saw the first thing he saw was those phones and that laptop. And by the time I took the phone and the laptop off the counter, that's when he realized that mama don't play. Ooh, I'll never do that again. And he have never done it again. How old were you when you did that? You remember? You're 7. That was last year. Almost going on 2 years now. I have not had one episode like that again. So this is what I mean by wise counsel. When I say something, I mean it, because I really want you to understand that you don't get what you want by throwing a temper tantrum. I'm glad you saw that video this morning and you understood one thing. That mother who went and got that tablet or whatever for that boy, she ain't doing him no justice. Because every time he wants something, he gonna think it's okay to throw a fit. That's not gonna work with everybody.
And he even blames the boys when he do something bad. He just blames them and get them grounded.
See, that's bad character. He has bad character right now. He needs to be taught different. Because you have to. I know this kind of took a turn here, but you have to own up to your mistakes. You must earn what you want in some kind of way, even if you earn it through your schoolwork or your conduct, behavior. You have to earn what you want, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're done here. You can, once again, get a copy of this book, A Change in Directions by Layla Cavit, written by me. I wrote this book for him to have a guide on certain things that happens and occurs in life. And it's based off the Proverbs in the Bible, but it also goes beyond Proverbs. But at the same time, I teach biblical teaching, and I know that one thing about this young man right here, my little, I can't call you my little baby because you ain't no baby no more, but I still feel like it. When I think about him, I see baby. I'm sorry, but I do. When I think about you, son, I know you're not going to be a baby forever. You're not a baby now. But I always see you when you was peekaboo, when you was doing that, when you was 1 year old on your little thing that I bought you for Christmas, and you was rocking and dancing, and I don't know. I always see that. That's the image that I get of you. But anyways, you're gonna grow up to be a good man. I declare that. Okay, sit up. I declare it. I decree it. No matter what happens in life, God is with you. He's gonna be with you forever. You should never worry, never be afraid. Always turn to Jehovah, Elohim, your creator. Always turn to him. Always go to him. I'm not going to be around forever. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't know why I'm expressing that to you so much, but I am. Because I need you to understand. I'm not going to be around forever. God is going to call me home someday. And I'm teaching you what I need you to know now. My job is to teach you about life and about your creator and who you are. You are a young man. You're a boy right now, but you're growing into a man. You're going to be a black man. There's going to be things in this world that you're going to experience that I, as a woman, would never experience. I can't teach you that. That's why your pops is here. God put him in your life for that very reason, to teach you how to be a man. Teach you things I cannot teach you. I can teach you a lot, but I can't teach you how to be a man. I can teach you how a woman of my caliber wants from a man and in a man and our desires of having a man, but it's still not the same. I want you to learn from your pops, okay?
Okay.
I want you to listen to him when he talks to you about manhood, okay?
Okay. Because
he's going to teach you so much more than I can ever try. I love you, son. Talk to you later. Go play. Go play.